And the microphone is on. Yeah, I want to lurk too. I want to watch the show. Can somebody else do the show? I want to watch. I want to lurk. Happy Friday, everyone. TGIF. And welcome. You're watching VolcanoX live stream, and I'm your host, DrFox2000, here in rainy Edmonton, Alberta, Canada. And yeah, it's raining. It rained all day. It's a horrible day. Anyway, welcome everyone. Glad to have you guys all on board. And I don't know if you guys noticed, I threw in a 5-pack of gift memberships, and a couple of people there that I see Robert and Shandell got nailed, as well as Gaines, Andy Morganti, let's see, Rafi, Stacy Schaefer, and yeah, that's the 5 there. Congratulations to you guys. This morning I did it as well, and I nailed 5 other people, and Sue happened to be one of them. So good to have Sue back in there as a lavalier mod, if you will. Anyway, awesome stuff, you guys. So welcome to everyone on here, and I'm a little disappointed our ODF chart is not working, which is kind of a not good right now. I wish it was. Maybe they'll get it fixed. Somebody go kick the sensor or something and get it to working. I don't know why these guys are standing so close in front of the camera all the time. I don't know. Anyway, yeah, it's been one of those days. Awesome for you, Doc. Yeah, thanks. And yeah, I tried to give back a little bit, you know. It's all a part of the whole scenario. Anyway, we'll say hello to everyone in the chat, and let's see. We'll start out by saying hi to Susie and Hermione and Fluffy and OneFish26 and Brian Perfectability 999, as well as BMAT and Henry Nelson. Who else we got in here? One fish we got. There's a Wonky Donkey. Welcome. Peter Greenlee's also on board. And who else we got? Sleepy Dormouse makes a nest in the Lurkers Lounge. Okay. And we'll have to remember to put more nesting material in there for you. Some nice fiber stuff that you can make a nice warm little kind of a cushion out of, I guess, or something. Little house. Anyway, let's see. We got one fish. We got Hermione. We got everyone else so far. Tom, Dice, and Pepper are here again. Welcome back, Tom and Pepper. And still scrolling upward, looking for others. Julian is here. Welcome. Good to see you, Julian. Our wonderful King Colin Dedman. Welcome. We got the Sleepy Dormouse. We got Connie Tyree also on board. Kevin Williams also here. Good to see you guys. And I think we got everyone else. And of course, Henry was the first one who in today. We already got cookies for him. So that's all cool. I see Grandma B is here. Welcome, Grandma B. Good to see you. And just checking on the bottom. Hey, Piggy is here. And speaking of Piggy, we gotta say hi to all the moderators. Arizona Snowman and Piggy and Sue and C&D Boy. And let's see, we got Yvonne Kunkel and Siggy. And Gary 24/7 Live, AZ Skies, as well as Lucas Snow, Joseph Fields, Texas, and Mona Lisa Smiles, and maybe a few others that pop in from time to time. So anything is possible. Welcome, moderators. Appreciate all of you guys being in and doing your thing. That's always awesome. If you're hearing my voice is kind of nasal today because of all this rain, I think we're getting some mold out there and stuff like that. Hang on for a sec. I gotta just slide that window back shut a little. I did have it open here to cool it down just a tad, but it's nice in here right now. I do have the air purifier going. Hopefully that'll help my stuffed up nose. So we'll get going from there. Anyway, yeah, where do we really want to start? Well, looking at Iceland, I did manage to, they did actually get one of the cameras going again. So I'm going to park this and let's go to here. Now this isn't right now, this is from a little bit earlier from 2108. But they did get the close-up shot of Rebbe working again today, so that is the status. We are still in a fumarolic state. We can see the gases and smoke coming off of there, so that is kind of neat to see, and not giving up just yet. And Piggy saying hi, Dr. Fox. Yeah. Fryer a cod tonight. Oh, air fryer a cod tonight. Oh, cool, Grandma B. And Piggy, I hope you're doing okay. Let's see. And Kevin Haynes just popped in as well. Welcome, Kevin. Anyway, that is what we got happening there in Iceland right, well, earlier today. And that would have been about 4 hours, 3 hours ago, something like that. Yeah, roughly 3 hours, 10 minutes ago. And that didn't look too bad, so I am happy they got that one camera back up and running. At least gives us a little bit of oversight of what is going on, and they had it running all the way into the dark, and it is still running, so should something happen, we would be able to see it. And this is from 2211, as you can see on the time down on the bottom right hand side. So yeah, pretty awesome to see that one. Just waiting on the news of a great granddaughter. I hope your great granddaughter is doing all good. Nice to see the close-up working again. Yeah, it is, and hopefully they'll keep that one going. I was still working on the other one here, and I did not see them get that one going. I do actually, I should refresh, see if actually they did get it going. So earlier on, yep, they got both of them back up now. All right, so that view is working as well. That's from 2026 is when they got it working. So nice to see that. And of course, as it goes, it did go offline again. Darn it! That one went offline again just a little later here. So maybe they'll get that one going again for us for tomorrow. So it did work for a little while, which is all right. Anyway, no triple bump yet. No, not yet. Working on it. When I get time, I will definitely do that. Let's see. Yeah, that's not good, Piggy. I hope everything is good. All right, so yeah, thoughts go out there. No sense in looking at the chart because it's not going to tell us anything, unfortunately. I can try refreshing, see maybe they did get it fixed. I did look earlier on my phone during work, but yeah, we're a complete day short of data. as you can see, there's the next one to it, and we're missing just about a complete day. So definitely not happy about that, but hey, what can we do? And well, I keep going. So let's see if we go over, and what was I going to do? Let's take a look at earthquakes real quick. And let's see, where's my earthquake map? There it is. 44 earthquakes in the last 24 hours. So not that many at all. Let's zoom through here and see what we've got. I'm really interested in what we got in our Flegrei Felt area, of course, and that is this outline and everything within it. It does extend out into the water, but we're mainly concerned with what's on land. And of course, there you can see where Ragnar is located, and of course they downgraded the status to a green. And this one, well, Siggy Fisher, Ragnar, and Rebbe up here. And this one is a 0.41, 7.3 clicks down from a 652. And then up here at Kaleer, 0.95, 3.1 kilometers down, 327 this morning. This one is fairly close here, so we'll grab it real quick. 1.2 kilometers down from 1300. Interesting. Towards the Blue Lagoon and the power plant, we see a 0.95, 5.6 clicks down at 8:30 this morning. And of course, the Blue Lagoon is right there, and the power plant and the hotel, so it gives you a little bit better perspective. And let's see, if we go over here, we got a 0.4, 5.3 clicks down, 5:55 this morning. 1.4, 5.2 clicks down, 302. And that's it for on that side. So let's go with the other ones over here. 0.96, and that is a 6.5 kilometers down. 1613. Next one is a 0.72, 6.9 clicks down at 947. And then we've got a 0.52, 6.9 kilometers down at 1601. And then a 0.3, 6.4 clicks down from 1648. And a 0, 5.2 kilometers down from 1805. And not too much else around it. 0.7 over here, 5.5 kilometers down, 2218. And then looking at everything else, where's our big swarms? It shrunk. We've got a 0.53, 9.7 kilometers down from 45 minutes after, 8:45. There we go, that'll work. A 1, and that was at 7.9 kilometers down, 1632. 0.51, 9.7 kilometers down from 253, and 1.05, 9.1 clicks down from 1418. Next, a 0.39, 2 kilometers down, 912, a 0.68, 13.6 clicks down from 1:28 a.m. Nothing down at Katla. Nothing down at Eyjafjallajökull, nothing at Hekla, and nothing in the other area here where they thought it was going to pop here, this Torfalljökull, and definitely nothing there. Moving up, we got a 2.04 here at the Grimsbotn, 5 kilometers down from 1240, and then a 1.05, 11.3 clicks down, 1538, a 0.6, 5.4 kilometers down, 1538. Over here we have 1.4, 9.4 kilometers down, 2059. Right at Barnabunga we got 1.75, 135 meters down, likely ice movement. I don't know for sure though. 13:24 was the time on that one. The other one is a 1.07, 4.4 kilometers down from 13:34. Askja, one, a little one, 0.5, 6.8 kilometers down below the crater and below the lake. 1911 was the time on it. One out here in Herdebreit, 5.2 kilometers down, 1922. Moving up, we've got a few bigger ones up here. I know it's break time, but we'll finish off the quakes and then I'll go for a break. 2.3, 6.6 clicks down, 1623. 0.36, 6 kilometers down, 711. And next one is a 0.3, 10 kilometers down from 537. And then we've got a 1.6, 1.1 kilometers down, and 1849 for him, 0.38, 10 kilometers down from 449, 1.7 from 2.5 kilometers down, 1633, and 1.6, 6.1 clicks down, 1631. This 1.45, 10 kilometers down, 1620. The 2.9 and 10.5 kilometers down, 623. The 2.83, 10 kilometers down, 1623. Next one is 2.35, 10 kilometers down, 1458. The 2 in here is 10 kilometers down from 1556. 1.26, 10 kilometers down from 1506. And this 1.06 up here, 10 kilometers down from 1251. I don't know if I missed that 1.93, 10 clicks down from 1246. So that gives you a pretty good idea what's out there in that swarm. I don't know if we got these two. Let's go over here, grab this one, 0.62, 10 clicks down, 436 this morning. The other one is 0.3, 10 kilometers down, 54 minutes after midnight. So that's all your quakes there, and nothing really super big or exciting. Don't know what to really say about it, but hey, that's the way it is. Let's put you back on some lava for in the meantime. We'll get that going again, and there we go. That is from day 11 of our eruption, and that was actually on the 19th of July, or sorry, 21st of July. Yeah, I had to get those right. Anyway, that's what we were watching then. I'm going to go take a break. I'm your host, DrFox2000, here in Edmonton, Alberta, Canada. If you haven't hit that like button yet, give it a quick bump. Help us out. Also, if you have not yet nailed the subscribe button and you're a lurker peeking in, please give it a bop. And don't forget to hit that bell notification so you get to know when we're on. Daily stream, so it shouldn't be too hard to find. Anyway, I'll be back in 5, 6, or 7 minutes. Keep smiling. Here's some music in the meantime. There we go. I'll be back. I'll be back. I'll be back. And there we go, that microphone is back on. Welcome back everyone. I'm your host, DrFox2000, and you're watching VolcanoX live stream. Thank you for the welcome backs from Sue, and BMAT says 5x5, and Kevin Haynes saying welcome back, and Sharon Stewart going, I hear you, Dr. Fox 2000. And then welcome back, Daddykins. Oh, I was about to play the duck again. Still not had tacos. Well, we're gonna fix that, Piggy, one way or t'other. We'll have to get them to open a taco franchise there somewhere. I don't know. Anyway, we'll fix it. Thanks, Kananaskis Country, and the Reborn is here as well. Okay, that's the Arabic writing, and I want tacos. Yeah, I like soft tacos too. They're pretty tasty as well. Anyway, and that is all good. Let's mope around a little bit more. So we had a look at the earthquakes there in Iceland. We kind of had a look at Rebbe. It's still there. Didn't do anything funny. Didn't sink or anything like that. So all good that way. And let's see, what else we want to take a look at. Well, of course, we're seeing the canned lava. That is always nice. Wonder if there is tacos in Athens. Hey, that might be something. You might want to consider that there, Piggy. Yeah. Anyway, all good. Let's see, where shall we go? I was just trying to think of what we can do. Well, we don't really want to go there. Let's see. We could maybe have a look and see what we can find in Mexico. I think. Let's see if we can find Mexico. I think that is the first thing we got to do. All right. So, yeah, let's stop our canned lava, and we'll put on the brakes, and there we go. And we will go to Mexico, to Popocatépetl, and see what it is doing. There we go. Let's back that up a little bit. It looks kind of not so nice there too. It might have been raining or something. This is about an hour and 15 minutes ago. We do see it puffing a little bit, and looks like just a tad bit of snow up there. Going back earlier here, we did hit some clouds, but up to that point it was still producing steam and fog coming out of it. And let's see, getting through the clouds earlier this morning. This is what the scene was, and that was from 8:05 a.m. their time, and that's a fairly slow moving cloud and ejecta coming out of there, and of course a little bit of a dusting of snow, and you can definitely see where that snow line is sitting, and that's at 7:09. So obviously that was there beforehand. And this is at 6:07, so about an hour earlier as well, and it must have happened during the night. So definitely some extra material there from nighttime snowfall. And there is the scene at 5:36 a.m. So nice glow up on the top, so you know there's still lava in there. Hey Arliss, welcome. And let's see, somewhere in huge Athens there's a taco place. Yeah, yeah, you might want to check for Taco Bell. See if there's a Taco Bell there. Taco space Bell in Athens. We can Google that. No to a cross Henry. Oh boy. Okay, Piggy's gonna go check a Taco Bell in Athens. I could swear there's got to be one there. Anyway, that's what we were seeing this morning there at Popocatépetl. We'll put it back on live. That is a current shot. Not that bad, so not that good either, but hey, you know, we'll take what we can see. And next one, of course, is a Fuego. And Fuego seems to be cloud-free right now, but we had some weirdish things going on there as well. It was erupting a little bit earlier. There it is at 17. Oh, what happened there? I didn't do anything. It just popped me back to live. Okay, there we go. Anyway, a 1720-ish, and that is what we were seeing. That is a fairly heavy-duty dark plume. So lots of tephra in there. Ooh, there is a Taco Bell in Athens. Piggy, way to go. A Taco Bell in Athens. That is awesome. Anyway, okay, let's push this ahead a little bit. And looks like it was whatever it was, the heavier particles are obviously sliding down the hill here, and the rest is still pluming up. Kind of neat to see that slide away like that, but it's also nice to see the volcano erupting earlier. We did see this, a little bit of cloud involved in that one. This is 1607, so that was nice to see that. And that is just right after it came out of the hibernation in the clouds there. And let's see, do we have anything else? No, the rest of the day was cloudy. So learn something new every day. Yep, it looks like a dragon. It could have. Anyway, that is what we've got going on there. Let's leave that alone. We're going to make that back to normal. Oh, it is puffing right now. That's what's coming out of there this very moment. So, live action of Fuego with a little bit of an ash eruption, if you will. And that's pretty cool. It looks like most of it is getting blown right over top of the hill there. Nothing going up too far, so they must have some pretty heavy winds. Of course, seeing the camera shake back and forth, that lets you know that they have some wind happening there, and definitely doing a number on them. Too far north for Lima, or for Lama? Lama. Oh, I think Lama need a little bit more colder temperatures. Let's go and take a look at this one. I'm going to refresh that. There we go. Today's picture of, and that is beautiful, Masaya volcano in Nicaragua. Again, almost the same as yesterday's, and a little bit different down there in the bottom of the caldera, but still looks pretty good. We can see that lovely lava. And that came in from 1745, so that picture is about 5 minutes old. Pretty awesome to see. And let's go to the next one. And they still have a chair. What happened to the volcano? Darn it. Next one is, of course, our one's a little further south in Chile. And this was from early this morning that I managed to grab it. We did see a little bit of smoke coming out of there, so obviously off-gassing a tiny bit, but hard to see really. And the next one, of course, not working and no visibility of Villarrica. Let's refresh this real quick and see if we spawn anything on there. So that'll be cool. Live chair stream. Yeah, let's see what the chair does. Anyway, yep, these are the puffs of things going away for the night. And you can see a little bit of off-gassing here just as it gets into that stream. As it starts to get dark. There we go. That might have just been cloud, I don't know. The other ones, obviously, no picture whatsoever. I don't think we can. Oh, we seen just a tad bit there. A little bit of a glow, so very cloudy there, unfortunately. And not able to tell what's going on. Just a tiny bit of a glow. That's better than nothing. So Villarrica is still active. Let's go back here. We'll make that one smaller, and we'll also make this one smaller, and we'll put it back there. Let's go to the next volcano, and that will be our wonderful Merapi. And let's see if Merapi can make us happy with some dazzling lava flows. No? How about some dazzling clouds? Oh, I don't think that clouds are doing it for me. Let's see if we can spot some lava flow. Very, very little up top. You can see down here in the black and white or IR cam, it does show a spot, but nothing really crazy going on. Let's get back here. There's a spot where we did have a little bit of bacon flowing, and we can see that material dropping down on the bottom left screen there, as well as looking at the color one up top. Very little though. That's not a heck of a lot of material coming down the hill. Here's a spot where there's just a tad more, and I think that is right around here. Actually do see a little bit of bacon there, so that is not bad. That's 1:24 a.m. their time, and that of course is in the future on the 19th. They are in the future, so tomorrow they'll have this eruption. Actually, it's already happened, so pretty cool. And Steve is here. Steve V, welcome. Who else has popped in? Irish Monk, I am lurking, hiding from revenue inspectors / collectors. I love this little family. Awesome, Irish Monk. And yeah, you keep hiding. Arliss Scott also here. Welcome, Arliss. And who else was there? Where's the other one I seen that? We got that wonky donkey already. PMAT we got. Yep. I thought there was somebody else that snuck in here. We got that BMAT. Alright. I guess I'm not seeing them right now. Anyway, a little bit of bacon coming out of there. And if we go back, there were a couple other little ones that kind of flowed down. You can see some of the remnants there, and the direction on the other side here. I'm just going to see if I can back that up just a tad bit to see if we can watch anything flowing. Yeah, it really isn't showing up very well in the color shot at all. So not a large amount of lava coming out of there. You know, it's always a little bit more impressive looking over in the black and white shot, but unfortunately that's not so true when you compare it to the real nighttime color shot. And nighttime color is always difficult. Thanks, Piggy, for that 5-minute warning. Anyway, that is our wonderful Merapi for today. So Merapi almost made us happy. Our wonderful king renewed his membership, saying Dr. Fox, I love being here. Awesome there, King. And thanks for renewing your membership, and that is very kind of you. help support the channel. Anyway, next one on our list is this white frost monster. And that white frost monster we haven't seen for a while, but there it is. That is Mount Ruapehu. And yes, apparently it has erupted snow. It's all over the place. No, hang on, it didn't erupt snow. It just happened to be there. So, Piggy Kevin Bacon, Brady Bradley, sorry, got that membership. Way to go, Piggy. And that is very kind of you. Let me get that written down. And wow, okay, so Piggy gifted 1, and I gifted 5. Doc, I gifted a 5-pack. There, just I should keep track of these things. Anyway, that is our wonderful Mount Ruapehu, and it looks cold and chilly there. They can keep it. Oh, a piggy! A piggy throws in a super chat of 99 pennies, I guess, or whatever that is in euros. 99 anyway. Thank you, Piggy. That is awesome. And is that euros? That's pounds. There we go. I got that written down. Thank you kindly, Piggy. That supports the channel, and that is very awesome. Okay, let's see what else we got here. Let's make that one a little bit bigger. Oh, I guess I gotta play it first, and then we can make it bigger. And we'll get on to the right screen here, and there we go. All right, not so clear today. We cannot see Mount Ruapehu in the background there, but the lake here is, of course, the caldera for Taupo, and you've got a few of those volcanoes there in New Zealand, but that is one of them that happens to be a lake, and the center of it is somewhere out here past that post, way out there in the middle of it. Anyway, that is what it's looking like today, and no flea market or anything like that, so not much we can do. Euro 1.16 euro. Okay. That is all cool. And poppets are coming. Let's hide. Poppets coming. We'll make that smaller. Make that smaller. Put this back here. Do that. Go here. Make that one smaller. And click on this button. And I better click on the other button right there and go. Okay. All right, for those good people who are here, if you have not yet hit that like button, give it a quick bop, please. Help us out. And also, if you are sitting in the Lurkers Lounge peeking in, please consider hitting that wonderful subscribe button. That'd be really awesome. And by the way, welcome, Irish Monk, if I didn't say that, even though you're lurking. All right, on that, a friendly note, I'm your host, DrFox2000. I'll be back in 5, 6, or 7 minutes. Pulls a donkey by a tail, stuffs him in Dr. Fox's freezer. Oh boy, I gotta go let the donkey out. Make a snowman. Lurkers Lounge is nice and comfy. Awesome. All right, I will be back. Keep your eyes on the fries, and that's some archived footage. And that is all cool. Here comes some music, and I'll be back shortly with bacon seeds. I gotta go let the donkey out. I'll be back. I'll be back. go. The microphone is back on, and welcome back, everyone. I'm your host, DrFox2000. You're watching VolcanoX live stream. Hey, Irish monk, get some rest, please, and tend to your pains. Thank you for the welcomes back from Cananaska's country, and Piggy saying welcome back, Mr. Foxy. Hugs. And thanks, Sue and B-Bat saying 5x5, and Kevin Haynes saying welcome back, as well as One Fish and Peter Greenleys and Grandma B, and of course our Colin King, Colin, and Susie, and Thor is here. Thor, and just renewed. Hey Fox, 1 year down. Here starts another. Awesome. And welcome back. Good to see you, Thor. All right. So yeah, some lovely lava flows. Let's park that for the time being, and we will get over to our bacon seeds. One Fish also did his thing and renewed his membership. Awesome. Year and a half. Thank you for an awesome 1.5 years. Thank you for sticking around and supporting there, One Fish. I do appreciate it. All of you. I really do appreciate that. Let's go take a look at the bacon seeds. Of course, that was the last one from yesterday. And Piggy has sent us some new ones. There she is sending. Grumpy is all. I gotta make sure I don't mess her street cred up, you know. Anyway, here's the first one that we are looking at today. It looks like 3 little pigs, and they look like they're almost content. A little bit nervous there, going, hey, what are we gonna do? I don't know. Next, a little bacon seed is this one. He's an escapee, I think. He's out without a fence, and that is pretty awesome. And the brownish colored snout bopper. A neat looking pig. And let's see, what's next? Oh, here's somebody singing. Majestic, what? Yeah, majesticminipigs.com. Cool. And let's see, what else we got? That one needs a hogwash, so consider it compensation for my dad jokes. Okay, One Fish. Yeah, this guy definitely needs a hogwash, so he's got a dirty snout. His bopper is dirty. Anyway, I need more dad jokes. Yep, there you go. And there's our next one. That is a nice looking little snout bopper. That is a very awesome brown one, and that is neat. Really nice watching him on the whitish fur there. And here's I guess a ballerina or something, a sunflower. I have no idea, but pretty awesome. Looking like that one's up on the couch or on a bed or something. I can never remember what I sent. Well, Piggy, sometimes I mess with you a little bit because you will send, sometimes you send 6, sometimes you send 7, and what I'll do is I'll load a few extras, and I know it wasn't you that did it, and I just throw them in there, and like the first 3 or 4 that we seen today were ones that I sent, or I loaded up, so you know, and it's no worries. I'm trying to round it out to about 10 per show, and I'm not going to ask you to do that. So anyway, I will add to whatever we need. So anyway, now that's cool. That is pretty awesome. And let's see. Okay, we'll do 10. No problem for me. Okay, well, if you want, Piggy, and it's completely up to you. I know you put a lot of effort into finding them to begin with, and I just figure 10's kind of a round number. It works well for us. Feeds my addiction. Yeah, there you go. And next one is this one. It's another ballerina type, and these are all from Piggy, by the way. That one looks like it's having a power nap. Ballerina things and all, and that's cool. Next one is this one, another ballerina type. Gotta get those addresses on. That one looks a little smaller, like a tiny bacon seed. Pretty cute. Yep, cute face. And next one is this one. And this one is looking like, can I get out of the barrel now? I want to leave. I want to go play. Can I go? Anyway, that is all good. Nice looking pig. And we've got one last bacon seed, and here it is for today. And of course, that is, if you don't like the bacon seeds, that's what this one's telling you. And that's it for today's wonderful bacon seeds. Thank you, Piggy. What you mean I can't eat the flowers? Yeah. It's a food item, isn't it? What? A slap leather. Careful. Pigs never feel full when they eat right. I remember hearing that from a zookeeper. Never feel full when they eat right. Oh man, I don't know if they do. That's it's the same thing with any kind of other animal. If you give them lots of food all the time, they will eat, and they will stop eating when they aren't hungry anymore. There comes a point where all animals are like that. I think some dogs are like that also. Actually, one fish, when, like all the dogs I've ever had growing up and in life, if you leave out enough food for them, they will eat what they need and no more. And I've always done that with our dogs. Always put dry food out continuously, and then they do get wet food a couple times a day. Mine have their food 24/7. Yeah, and that's exactly the way I do it, Piggy. That is, they always have food there, and for extra snacks, they, or extra dinners and stuff, you give them a few other things, right? But they always have food, and the cats. Yep. And my animals were never overweight. Never. They ate what they needed, and that was it. The food was there. So if they felt hungry, they'd go chomp a little bit. If they felt lazy after that, hey, why not? Just relax and continue on. So pretty cool that way. Anyway, that was our wonderful bacon seeds. Thank you, Piggy, for sending those in. We appreciate you doing that all the time. And that is really, really awesome. Let's have a quick peek at this other volcano here. And I think we all know which one it is. There you go. That is Semeru, and Semeru in East Java. Doing its thing. I'm not sure if that's a lava flow or cloud or what the heck that is in there. Awful bright. I hope they do a close-up somewhere. There was a little bit of an eruption earlier in daylight hours. Dr. Fox, you forgot. Oh, Oh, the bailout. Yeah, let me go back there. I forgot that one. Definitely. Thanks for reminding me, Piggy. I did save that picture in a special place here at the bottom. There it is. And we got to have that one as far as a bacon seed. And for those who want a little bit of a funny, the chicken or rooster there says, "Hey, you're not in the pen." And down on the bottom there, the response from the pig says, "I know, I'm out on a bail." Get it? He's out on bail. He's, never mind. Sad joke. Okay, out on bail. He's standing on the bales. Yes, yes, he's out on, speaking of dad jokes. Absolutely. It is a dad joke. Oh boy. Anyway, thanks, Piggy, for reminding me. I thought that was a kind of a neat, it kind of gave me a chuckle when I read that. Anyway, let's, Thor says, I always feed my dog once a day and once a day per week. The thing, and they before training, they didn't get any food. Oh, okay. Interesting. I had that sent to me. Ah, awesome, Piggy. And that looks pretty good. I like that. That is neat. Anyway, let's get back over to Semeru, and we did want to kind of peek. So it was puffing a little bit there. If we go back a little further, a slightly different appearance the way it was doing its thing. Wanted to get back into the nighttime view since it was a little clearer. We do see another puff a few hours ago, or I guess that's about an hour ago. That is as good as it gets. Yep, a little out of focus. And that was at 5:10 a.m. their time. And of course, when we get into the darkness there, we do see a little bit of a glow up top. Nothing really crazy though. And going back, I'm trying to see if I can spot any eruptions. A little bit of a plume there. Again, this is 2:03 a.m. Nothing too wild. And just prior to this, I think about 7 hours ago, those clouds were moving in and messed us up. So not doing a heck of a lot. We do have a glow up in the top, so we know it is busy and active. It's just not helping us out. Let's put that one back on live, and we'll make it small. We'll go over to the other fella here, and that is a Lava TV Cabs. Let's see if he's got a live going right now or not. No, he streamed a couple hours ago, 4 hours ago. We missed it, but we'll take a look at this. This is a commercial. This is not what we want to be looking at. There he was setting it up. We could see, yeah, there's some lava off in the distance. And let's see if he gets it all set. Hard to see though, unfortunately. Let's see what we got there. Needs a longer lens than that camera. We do see some lava flowing down one of the paths, and that is a kind of a neat. Here's another shot here where you can see it go down the other side. If we can get it there you go. And that, of course, being up in the top, the summit, if you will. Yeah, so a little bit of lava flow, and I wish that was a little bit better a quality shot, but this is further down in time, and we see a little volley of that, and it kept on doing that. I'm not sure if he went into daylight. I don't think he did. So that is kind of what we had going on earlier with that one. And we'll leave that be as well. And we'll actually just pause that. There we go. Put it back on him. And looking at my time, let's see if we can get to a couple more things here real quick. Let's take a look at a Stromboli in a second, and hopefully that will work. And there is a Stromboli, and interesting, and not too much going on there. We do see a little bit of a flicker happening within that little caldera, a few things popping out. If we look at the lower thermal, we do see a little bit of activity there, and you can kind of see both vents there and out here. And of course in the other thermal we do see just a little bit of a flow there, nothing really major. So a small Grandma B, way to go. And Grandma B throws in a gift membership. I'm gonna write that down. Grandma B, and thank you very kindly for gifting that one membership. And Storm Chaser 1211 got it. That is awesome. Haven't seen Storm Chaser for a while, but that is cool. Anyway, that is our wonderful Stromboli, so it's doing all right. Let's leave it be. Next one I want to go over to is, let's get rid of that. We're not showing archive footage right now. Backing up in time, taking a look, this is about 6 hours ago, and there we can see, oh, why is that so fuzzy? 480, come on, and a little bit better, there we go. Southeast crater off-gassing up top there, doing its thing. If we get a bit further back, silhouette time. So definitely still some activity up in the top of the wonderful crater. If we go back a little bit more, you can see it in daylight, 1757, or just about 6 p.m. there. And that is kind of what we were seeing. If we go back a little, actually not bad weather there today. 16:38 or 4:38 in the afternoon wasn't too bad. You can actually see it. And at 15:31 it wasn't all that visible, or right there either at 14:24. Let's put that one back on live. Let's go to the other one here. This of course is the top of that southeast crater, and if we go back in time, they were zoomed out on it, I guess, or were they? Yeah, they must have zoomed in somewhere in between here. Where did they zoom in? Maybe they didn't zoom in. Maybe it's just an optical illusion. Anyway, this is what it was looking like earlier. And yep, it is an optical illusion. Look at the color of that sky. I think the filtering in there has got a little bit on the weird side. There we go, a little bit more of that off-gassing. And if we go back further in the earlier portions of the day, you see what it was doing. And then you see those nasty clouds move on in. Let's leave that one on live, and I think what I will do, do I have time for the volcano report? I wonder. Volcano report, where are you? How long are you? Oh, you're long. No, I won't have time to do it before the break. We'll do the volcano report after the break. Anyway, I just thought we'd have a look at our wonderful Mount Etna, and that is okay. Let's get it back to some canned lava though, and we're going to go take a break shortly. And let's see, there's the canned lava. Gotta find that screen and turn it back on. And there we go. So that is running. And yeah, pretty cool. 2 separate reports. Okay, awesome. We'll deal with all of those once I get back from the break. And open that can. Yep, it is. It's flowing out just nicely. We like that. Anyway, for those good people who are here, if you have not yet hit that like button, give it a quick bop. Also, if you have not yet subscribed to the channel, consider subscribing. Would be awesome. Don't forget to hit the bell notification. Quick gentle reminder that a Monday night there will not be a stream, and I do believe, well, I'm hoping that we'll have one on a Tuesday night. No 100% guarantees, because I'm going to be up in Fort McMurray. I do know where I'm going to be working and what I'm doing, so I should be able to get most of my work done on a Monday and only have to do maybe an hour's worth of work on a Tuesday and head on back. So, and it's about a 5-hour drive. So that should get me back into the city at a reasonable time, and that'll be cool. Good night, Kevin Haynes, and or a Wonky Donkey's leaving. Kevin Haynes is leaving. A Wonky Donkey is leaving too. Good night, a Wonky Donkey, and all good. Okay, so yeah, after the break we will do the volcano report and have a look at those 2 separate reports as well, and we'll go from there. So keep smiling, and of course hit the like button if you haven't done that. And let's see, and what else we got? Nothing. I'll be back soon. Here's some music. I'll be back. we go. The microphone is back on. And welcome back, everyone. I'm your host, DrFox2000, and you're watching VolcanoX live stream. For those who need to know, one of the bunnies did come in and is eating over in the dispenser box. So nice to see a bunny. It's a nice. Anyway, thank you for the welcome backs from Sue and Kananaskis country and C&D boy. And I hear you, Dr. Fox 2000 from Sharon Stewart. There we go. And that is awesome. Anyway, it is time to go and do the volcano report, so let's do it. And we have a few volcanoes on the list today. Let's see. Well, we got a 4 from yesterday. And let's go through those 4 first. Reventador in Ecuador, a possible volcanic ash emissions to 15,000 feet, 4,600 meters, reported at 18:30. And just remember, that's only a possible thing. It may not have happened. Santiaguito in Guatemala, sporadic emissions of volcanic ash reported at 2030. Sabancaya, continuous ash emissions to 27,000 feet, 8,200 meters, reported at 2130. Sangay in Ecuador, constant volcanic ash emissions to 24,000 feet, or 7,300 meters, reported at 2230. Why are they all over there? And they're all in South America. Okay, all 4 of those. Nothing anywhere else in the world, I guess, that likes to erupt while those are busy. Anyway, Friday's volcanic activity, and we have 11 on the list. Welcome, Grenzed. And let's start out. Semeru, East Java, Indonesia, volcanic ash to 15,000 feet, or 4,600 meters, reported at 30 minutes after midnight. Mayon, Luzon Island in the Philippines, eruption, volcanic ash and cloud, unknown height, reported at 45 minutes after midnight, and then again at 10:45 in the morning. Ubanas in Peru, intermittent emissions to 23,000 feet, 7,000 meters, reported at 1:15 a.m. Continuous ash emissions to 20,000 feet, or 6,100 meters, reported at 13:30. Fuego in Guatemala, occasional volcanic ash emissions to 17,000 feet, 5,200 meters, reported at 2 a.m. And again at 13:15, but that one says frequent volcanic ash emissions observed. So we did see that ourselves, and some nice dark material coming out of there. Hopefully it'll spew lava soon. Reventador in Ecuador, occasional volcanic ash to 15,000 feet or 4,600 meters, reported at 6:15. And possible volcanic ash emissions to 15,000 feet, 4,600 meters, reported at 17:30. Aniakchak in Alaska, separate report, 7:42 a.m. We'll take a look at that one in a little bit. And next one is Santiaguito in Guatemala again, and no volcanic ash emissions observed at 8 a.m. Sporadic emissions of volcanic ash reported at 14:30. Sabancaya in Peru, continuous ash emissions to 25,000 feet, 7,600 meters, reported at 9:30 this morning. Sangay in Ecuador, volcanic ash emissions, or continuing volcanic ash emissions to 22,000 feet, 6,700 meters, reported at 9:45, and then constant volcanic ash emissions, same height, 22,000 feet or 6,700 meters, reported at 15:45. Sakurajima in Japan, volcanic ash 4,000 feet or 1,200 meters reported at 10 a.m. And the other report is on Campi Flegrei in Italy. Campi, you know, Campi, right near Mount Vesuvius, Pompeii. Yeah, that place. We'll have a report on it from 1839. Let's see if we can actually do that. Where shall I stick those? I'll put them in there. That's going to work. And we'll do those two reports in a second. And we'll get one of them ready. Interesting. Okay, and that is one of them. Where's the other one? There it is. I found it. All right, so we'll get those on the screen here in a second, and need to click the right buttons. So we'll let that lava flow. It doesn't matter right now. All right, so looking at this one, let's see if that'll open it up more. Nope. Let's just watch that one. All right, so quick click on the photo. The east rim of Aniak caldera and Surprise Lake in 2022, and that is pretty awesome. And no, I don't believe that's lava. That's not lava. I don't think so. It just looks funny. Let's see, what else we got? Photographers are filming Yasur volcano in the evening. Oh, that's cool. All right, and that one is Stromboli, East Crater. Let's leave that alone. That's unrelated. Let's read what they've got here. The Alaskan Volcano Observatory announced that monitored values of the volcano's activity declined to background levels. A number of earthquakes beneath the edifice and the recently detected uplift under the caldera has decreased. The Volcano Observatory therefore lowered the alert status to a green. And that's another one that's off the list. It was a hopeful, but it is no more. And the next one is a Campi, of course, and we're going to look at what that's got to say. So a Campi volcano in a tense earthquake swarm peaked by M3.6 event today as seismic crisis ended. And okay, so first a chart here, seismic tremor beneath the caldera has been picking up. Okay, and here's your dates, of course, and that is I don't know if that is in years or days data. I don't know what they're referring to here. Is that must be years. Yeah, that looks like years. So Campi was picking up, but I don't know. Has it really dropped by that much, or is that possibly just an interlude? We do see the previous month there, and this one is down there. So is it going to go quiet again, or are we going to see something like this where it gets a little hotter, if you will? And that one was pretty cool. So, or hot, cool, hot. Anyway, yeah. So Campi, lots of stuff. The Seismico, Campi Flegrei, quakes under the Campi volcano have been intensifying today, red dots. So that if that is from today, you see where that is. That's very close to the water line, and that is also very close to that caldera there. There are multiple places there. We'll take a look on the other map later to kind of get a better idea of what the rest of the neighborhood looks like. Pretty bizarre though to see that. Anyway, a swarm of small earthquakes has been occurring under Europe's most active caldera over the past day 2 hours. Okay, INGV seismic instruments recorded internal continuous vibrations, a so-called tremor, beginning at 23:57 last night, and I guess it's an ongoing thing. Earthquakes have been more frequent between Paluzzo, Lozil, I'm not sure, I'm not good with those names, Bagnoli area today. About 120 quakes have been monitored within 8 hours, of which one was located with a maximum magnitude of 3.6. However, the Volcano Observatory issued that the seismic swarm ceased some time today. Today's swarm is among the strongest beneath the caldera since the seismic crisis of 1982 to 1984. So that was this stuff here. So yeah, if that's going to drop off again, that is interesting. This one was a fairly sharp rise and a drop though. This one looks like a little bit more of a gradual climb. I wonder if it's going to come down the same way, or if that is just the way it is, it's going to drop right off. Be interesting to see what we've got going on there. Anyway, that is Campi over in Italy, and that is actually pretty darn cool. All right, we'll leave that be. We already had a look at Icelandic. I didn't want to hit that. I wanted to kill that. There we go. Got it. Earthquakes 49. We did take a look at all of those earlier, and still kind of wondering. And you know, that area that we were talking about yesterday, this Tarfall-Jökull, that is absolutely no quakes there today. Kind of makes a guy wonder. So, you know, if nothing is happening, what are we going to say? Is it still going to pop? You never know. And Askia as well. We did see yesterday that uplift is actually right in that area. Yet, you know, we're seeing a small quake here and only one. So, really not that encouraging when you get right down to it. So that happens. Anyway, let's go to other volcanoes around the world. What did we look at? We looked at Semeru. Let's maybe go to Japan and see what we got happening there. Oh, darn it. We missed the ice cream boat. I hate when that happens. I mean, I could cheat. I could back it up a bunch of seconds, and we can bring the ice cream boat back. You can see it. It's going. It's leaving. Let's see what would happen if we bring it back. Look at that. We can magically bring the ice cream boat back to its harbor. Force it to set up the ice cream stand again. Look at that. We're magic. Anyway, ice cream boat's in. Too much fun. I got too much time on my hands. Let's put it back to live. And there you can see it leaving. So, yeah, I'm sure the other one will be in soon. We'll get ice cream for someone there yet. This, of course, is Sakurajima in southern Japan, right across from Kagoshima. And, of course, here is what it looks like close-up. Not that very active. I can't remember what the Volcanoes report said as far as the time. I'm going to just peek at that for a second. Where was the volcano report? I want to see that. Where is it? Looking real quick here. No, or is there one for there? Sakurajima, yeah, 4,000 feet. Oh, and that was reported at 10 a.m. That must have been yesterday's at 10 a.m. Because this is only from, it's 9:51 right there. So if we go back in time a little bit, we don't see any major eruptions or anything like that. We just continue to see those clouds going all the way back into the nighttime as well. And no glow as per se right now, or at that point in time. A little bit of a puff right there at 37 minutes after midnight. I'm just still not seeing it though. There's got to be, yeah, I looked actually pretty quiet, and then looks like actually it's got a sombrero on. Si, senor. Senor Sakurajima. The Japanese turned Spanish. Okay, getting back to that shot. No, nothing. No lava visible, no glow visible, so we'll leave that there. I'm not going to worry about that. Let's go to our next one. I'm actually going to make this one smaller. Next one, of course, is our wonderful ASO. And you can see it steaming off a whole bunch of that wonderful steam from the rain that they got yesterday, and to help fill up some of that little mini caldera there, or small lake inside there. And of course the floor of that lake is very warm, hence the steam and off-gassing. There's also SO2 coming out of there, so pretty cool. Be back in a bit. Okay, Sue, not a problem, and stay safe. Anyway, that is what we're seeing there. Let's see if we go back a little bit more. Kind of the same thing. Yeah, a little bit more cloud, and more cloud even earlier. Let's go back a couple seconds though. I want to see what that was. I thought there was something jumping along there, maybe a bird. Okay, well, we'll leave that be. Oh, they're cooking dinner. Let's put that back to live. We'll go to the other one. And this is Asama. Unfortunately, Asama was in the clouds now, but a little earlier we should be able to see it. I'm not sure if that is from the volcano, but this certainly is. Yep, that is puffing out of Asama volcano. And if we go back a little bit further, and you know how before it used to be just a little wisp coming out of here. Now this thing is, it's quite big and blocky. So obviously this thing is growing, right? And that is an interesting concept. Anyway, that kind of makes me wonder, you know, when is this thing going to pop? Is it going to take a year or two before we see some magma come up there? Eating hot wings to save the planet. Oh, that's awesome. They're going south. Decent hot wings are good. Anyway, that is Asama. Let's take a look at, we got ASO. Yeah, we had Asama. Let's get rid of that and make that smaller as well. And of course I already did that one. Did the other ice cream boat come in? Okay, this is, it is live. There's the other ice cream boat. It's now on the way into the dock. For those good people who haven't got their ice cream, now is your opportunity to get down there. The boat is coming in. It's definitely going to be docking, and even that bird is circling, and he's waiting for all the slow pokes there to no, it's not a buzzard, sorry. Anyway, that is pretty cool. So, welcome back there, Sue. And yeah, the inbound ice cream boat, and that's good for you guys. So enjoy that, and hopefully everyone will have a bite, and that's cool. Okay, so let's leave that there. We're going to throw this on to the canned lava. 2-minute warning. Yep, we're doing it now. We're going to do the canned lava and get that moving. There we go. And yeah, it's a time for a break for me. After the break, what we will do is we'll have a look at earthquakes around the world. Maybe we'll have a peek if Hawaii is doing anything. And then we'll show our SO2 map. And that'll be pretty much it for the show. We'll see how all of that unfolds once we get to it. So for those good people who are here, if you are enjoying the show, please do hit that like. And if you're new and you haven't subscribed yet, consider subscribing. And let's see, yeah, and that is about it for right now. Don't go away. Here comes some music. I'll be back in 5, 6, or 7 minutes. And yeah, keep smiling. Play nice in the lava. I'll be back. And there we go. The microphone is back on. Welcome back, everyone. I'm your host, DrFox2000, and you're watching a VolcanoX live stream. And let's see. I hear you, DrFox2000, from Sharon Stewart, and welcome back from Sue. Thank you very kindly. And thanks, Cananascus Country, as well, for that welcome back. I'm going to pop this over to our wonderful earthquake map. Let's see what we got cooking there. And yeah, looks busy today for some reason. Let's start out up here, Kamchatka Peninsula. We do see one kind of to the Sea of what is it? Okhotsk up there anyway. And that is from 2:17 a.m. 594 kilometers down for that of 4.5. As we go along the Aleutian Islands, it seems it's been busy. 3.7 near Rat Island, 11:37 there. 10 clicks down, 3.2 from 21:21 yesterday. This one 4.2 from 5:22 this morning, 137.7 kilometers down. We see another one over here, 4.0, and what is it, Nikolsky area, and that is from 3:22, and the other one beside it, 3.7, and from 9:35. So busy over there. So a bunch of more of the little ones. I'm not going to go through all of them. We have this one out here, 3.3, Chiniak, Alaska is what it's closest to. Anyway, sliding down the coastline, we don't see anything major or big until we get down here to, well, Central America. We do see another one here, and that one is 185 kilometers from the Cayman Islands, of 4.7, and that's at 6:17 this morning. We've got this one down in Colombia, 5.0 from 1915 yesterday, 10.4 kilometers down. Going down a little bit more in the coastline here, Peru, 5.4 from 4:27, 18.1 kilometers down. This one, top end of Chile, 4.5, 23:21 yesterday, 93.3 kilometers down. This one is Argentina, 4.4 from 11:47, 191.4 kilometers down. Going down a little further in the bottom of Chile, nothing, and nothing over in the South Sandwich Islands. Moving on over to New Zealand, looks pretty clear there as well, and only one showing up in the area there, Tonga area, 4.9 from 7:09 this morning, 59.5 kilometers down for him. Eastern end of Indonesia, we have a 4.8, and that is from 6:49 a.m., 32.6 clicks down for him. And we'll get to these in a second. We do have a couple up here, three of them actually, 4.6 from 10 kilometers down, 37 minutes after midnight. The other one is 40 minutes after midnight, and that's 3 minutes later, 4.7. And the other one is from 1:32 a.m., so about an hour later after that, and that's a 4.8. So building up a little bit, but didn't do a heck of a lot. All 10 kilometers down. Let's grab these two guys here. 4.9 Indonesia. Yesterday's 22:33, 190.5 kilometers down. The other one here, also Indonesia, still 4.4 from 11:01, 293.2 kilometers down. Up in the Philippines, we have this one on the bottom end of Luzon Island, and that is 5.0 from 12:35, 115.2 kilometers down. Zooming out a little bit, looking for other stuff. We don't see anything till we get up on the northern islands of Japan. A 4.9 from 1233, 61.3 kilometers down for him. We got that guy already, so we'll just carry on. What is that? India or Nepal? In Nepal, 4.3, 11:49 a.m., 77.3 kilometers down. And of course, that whole region is very susceptible to earthquakes. I'm surprised we don't see more there. Zooming out for a second, checking down on the bottom, we don't see anything there. Next one over, of course, is this one on the Arabian microplate, and that is over in Iran, a 4.8. 10:10 was the time on it, and it was 10 kilometers down. And then we had one up here, and that is very close. Oh, hey, while we're on this map, that is very close to Campi, and that is pretty awesome to see. Let's just check this first. It's a 2.8, not very big. 2218 yesterday, 5 kilometers down for him. If we go to the street map for a second, that is Naples, and that is right on the tip of it. So that's where I thought we were. So let's go zoom in, and it's on the little island actually, or just in the water. Just in the water. Anyway, what we were seeing earlier on that other report is the swarm of earthquakes is right in here, in this area, and that includes this larger caldera. While this whole thing here is the part of a caldera, you can see the walls all the way around, but this is the area that swarm was taking place in. And as you can see, it is just loaded with houses and apartments and all kinds of different buildings. So if something there were to give way, well, you know, it would be a disaster, right? And as we can see, I think some of this stuff is hospitals and schools, universities, etc. So a lot of populace in that area, and of course that swarm is right here. So that is what we were seeing on the other map there, and that is interesting. And for those who aren't familiar with it, so that is Naples in there, that's a Campi here, and on this side you have Vesuvius. And that is pretty much it for right there. And yeah, there's about 4 million people, 4.5 million people in the area. So kind of interesting to see that. Anyway, let's go pop over to Hawaii, and we'll see what we got cooking there. And Scott, welcome, good to see you. All right, so in Hawaii, okay, not quite as heavy as I thought it would be. Let's take a look at what's happening first off in the Pahala area, that's this region. And we'll look at 2.6 from yesterday, 2341, 34 kilometers down, below sea level, of course. And this one is 1.9, and that's from 1338. This one is from 2.2 from 1339. This one is 2.2 from 1339 as well. They all happened at the same time. This one didn't. This is 2.0 from 8:28 this morning, and then we've got this guy here, 2.0, 1:38. This one is 2.1 from 9:03, and this one here is a 2.1 from 14:40. Pahala area, everything is between 26 and 37 kilometers down typically. This guy out here is a 2.3 from yesterday, 2340, 6.7 kilometers down. And looking at what we've got, we've seen that wonderful swarm. Now everything has gone quiet. We only see 2 small quakes. 2.0, 2301 yesterday's, 2 kilometers below sea level. And this one is a 1.8, and that is from 4:42 a.m. and that's 2.1 kilometers below sea level. And then we had 2 up here on Mauna Loa, and the bigger one of the 2 is a 2.1 from 1531, 1.9 kilometers below sea level. The other one is a 1.8 from 1527, 3.5 kilometers below sea level. And that is what we've got for Hawaii. So nothing really out of the ordinary there either. And that is all cool. And of course, that is our earthquakes for today. Let's see if we can get at the SO2 map. And we'll have to see if I can locate it first here. And we'll get that on the screen for you. Let's see. Air quality. There we go. All right, we set it up. And there we go. We have it on screen. All right. So, yeah, lots of stuff going on, but I'm not sure what is going on. Anyway. Quick peek starting out here at the Kamchatka Peninsula. You can see what it's doing, and seems to have a weather system right on top of Kamchatka Peninsula, and keeping things confined, which is all good. We are still seeing quite a bit of SO2 coming off of Alaska here, and they're feeding some of that into I guess, well, boy, look at the SO2 levels for me here. It's no wonder I've got like a real bad throat feeling and stuff, but it's good that we got rain happening. That's probably washing out a bunch of that SO2. But those are those plumes that are coming across, and hopefully it will dissipate soon. And it looks like it's a lot clearer up north as well. So hopefully those fires are going out. And we do see this, and I hope that is not another fire as well up on Baffin Island. So hopefully it's not. But yeah, you can see the SO2 going across bottom of British Columbia, central portions of Alberta, and northern parts of Saskatchewan, and of course going all the way into through Manitoba and into Hudson's Bay. And then we see this massive yucky stuff. I thought this would move over a little bit more, but I guess it didn't from yesterday. Looking pretty clear and dry, well, I don't know about dry, but clear out there in the eastern portions of Canada. I can't say the same for the eastern portions of the U.S. Pretty heavy SO2 in a lot of those states, like Michigan and Indiana, and down here in Kentucky and West Virginia, and North Carolina a little bit easier, but it looks like Illinois and Tennessee are getting a little bit, and top end of Alabama as well. So lots of SO2 for the eastern parts. Western part, not so bad. We are seeing Washington covered, as well as portions of Oregon, but the rest looks pretty normal, I guess. Mexico, we do see this storm sitting off the coast here, so that is taken away a lot of the SO2 that was out there and washed it away. Popocatépetl and Mexico City will be producing that spot. And then, of course, what we're seeing here, Central America off-gassing into the Pacific. Same thing for Colombia, as well as Ecuador. And then getting down here, not quite as much coming from Ubanas and Sabancaya. But we do see that plume here. I don't know if that is from a fire or is from the volcano, and it's just dispersed that way. Anyway, looking at this other mess out here, and obviously we know that there has to be something generating that. And of course, the only thing we can think of is undersea volcanoes, submerged volcanoes off-gassing, and that is quite a bit of SO2, so it has to be coming from somewhere. Looking here though at New Zealand, you do see a little bit of a plume coming out of White Isle volcano, and I'm sure it's not responsible for the rest of that. And neither is this from the south of Australia. That is got to be from somewhere else, likely from over here in South Africa. Looks pretty normal for Australia. Tofua out in Tonga, still pretty normal as well. Yasur looks like it picked up pace a little bit. Aoba and Agawa doing their thing. The good Papua New Guinea still doing everything there. A little less from Nuotulak today, and Semeru is still quite heavy as far as SO2, not so much from Merapi, and it looks like today most of the SO2 in this region are being generated by Krakatau as opposed to Jakarta, although Jakarta does quite a job. Looks like pretty normal for our stuff from Sinabung, and I'm not sure how heavily the other guys are erupting there. We would have a Dempo down here somewhere, and then a Marapi and a Kerinci up on the top, creating some of that. Let's continue on. Ibu and Dakono doing its thing, still probably being discreet, I think, throwing out discreet stuff. And of course the ongoing plume from our friend right here, and that is Mayon, and it's doing its thing. Now I don't know, Bulusan is looking a little less SO2 in that area, and I'm thinking that we must be getting majority of it from Mayon. And then of course over here is our wonderful Taal volcano, and there you go, Volcano Island. Ah yes, Volcano Island, very good name. I'm sure they will like that. Volcano Point, that's a good name too. Anyway, that is pretty awesome. Okay, let's leave that be. We know Manila is producing quite a bit of SO2 as well. Zooming back out, China not quite as bad today. Taiwan looks pretty normal, and we are still seeing a plume coming off of Subanosi-jima, which is on that island. And then of course here you've got our wonderful Sakurajima, and it is off-gassing northward. And there's a Kagoshima right there. And ASO also off-gassing. We can see a little bit of a darker area there, not as bad as yesterday though. Going over here to Tokyo, we see Tokyo isn't too bad, but highly polluted. You know, wow, there's a lot of density there of population. So, but this is from Asama, so we know that it is continuing to off-gas. Do things, like I said, normal in China, normal in India, and pretty normal here in South Africa from the gold smelting plants. And our two volcanoes there, Nyamuragera and Nyiragongo, doing their thing, as well as some coking plants. And I bet you this is from Urta Ale in here. And that is interesting. Finally, the winds have changed, And of course, you see Saudi Arabia, Kuwait, and Iraq here, and some of Iran. They've got a bunch of oil refineries they've got going on there. This is that leftover plume coming from Mount Etna. It's continuing to kind of dissipate. I thought it would have moved right over and hit Kos hard, but I guess not quite as bad as I thought it would be. Looks like a lot of it actually went up into Romania up top here, Hungary, and places like that. And that is not so nice. And the other, it looks like it's literally splitting up. We got a bunch heading south, bunch heading north. Anyway, Mount Etna is in here doing its thing. It doesn't look like it's producing anywhere near as much. And of course, same with Stromboli. Hard to tell if a volcano is actually putting anything out, but that is there. And of course, most of Europe, not too bad. England looks fairly clean, and then of course up top there in Norway, Sweden, and Finland, really nice. And looking pretty clean there in Iceland too. So I will leave it as that. Actually, going south might be getting some SO2 from some of the Canadian stuff that's on fire up north there. Hope everything is okay there. So, all right, time to go and take another break, ladies and gentlemen. And that is it for our SO2 map for today. And hopefully we'll see some of this dissipate and the fires go out and things like that. And been hearing a little bit more about the stuff up north, but they did say that Yellowknife is not burnt, so far so good. We'll see what happens, and then some of these people will have homes to return to, I hope. Anyway, I'm going to go take the final break here. We'll put you back on that wonderful canned lava. And I want to make sure I got in enough there that we're gonna, we're perfect, and we'll let that play. And of course, that is from the 21st of July at 4:11 a.m. Iceland time. And that was pretty awesome looking. All right, for those good people who are here, if you have not yet hit that like button, give it a quick bop. Also, if you haven't yet subscribed, consider subscribing. Help us out and grow the channel. And here's some music, and I'm going to go take a break. Don't go away. Well, you can. Holy cow, that red is hitting you, Dr. Fox. Yeah, it is. It's bad. It's bad, really bad here. You can barely see across the street. I'm kidding. It's, I can't tell. It's raining here. Rain's helping. It's acid rain. I'll be back. And there we go. Oh, the microphone is back on. Hey, what's that funny smell? Who's got the bare feet? Ah, boy, a C&D boy. Thanks for the welcome back, Sue. And, yep, Sharon, you did hear them. The fox is dancing with a duck. My feet are clean. Okay, if you say so. Thanks, Kananaskis country. And let's see, a male model, barefoot. Okay, there you go. Thanks, Susie. And I hear you too, DrFox2000. For a Sasquatch? Okay, a male sus. Okay, never mind. Never mind. We'll leave that alone. Anyway, I did say we wanted to go look at Hawaii for a second, so let's do that. Well, that other canned lava's canning. Or, anyway, looks a little smoky or hazy there today. We do see some smokers down here. Nothing really wild or major going on. Is that moving or not? No, that quit. Why did that quit on me? It was moving. There it goes. Alright, we can see the smoke now emanating. And some steam off on the edges. So, yep, still lots of hot material underneath there. Not sure what we're going to see in the future. And, of course, they're still panning that camera around. We can see a lot more steam arising in here. Likely some rainfall in the area. So, even back here. And again, you know, this is up much higher and away from the original lava flows here. Why is that steaming over there? And that is a really interesting question. Must be a lot of heat underneath that we don't know about. Helama uma uwu. Okay, that looks like an ocean. Got to get my eyes tested. The ocean got you? Okay. I hope your eyes are okay. Anyway, yeah, interesting to see what we're seeing. And in the middle here, I did notice that is kind of a yellowish green, so likely some sulfur content to that area. But for the most part, we don't see that the same blemishing stuff on the rest of this lava. So very cool, very interesting. We'll see what else comes out of it. The ocean of lava, Sue. Okay, it's an ocean of lava. Yeah, it's just a bunch of rock, and on top a crusty rock, down on the bottom liquidy rock with a foam and such. Yep, the ocean of lava. Anyway, yeah, looking at the other cameras, I don't know if we're going to see anything really crazy. There's one of the shots, pretty abnormal looking. And this is the other one from way at the other end. And yeah, you can see the lighter areas here. You don't see too much steam coming out like what we were seeing in the other shot, but we do have some steam coming in here. You can see some of those plumes, and that's a little odd because we didn't have anything erupting over on this end. So unless there was another hot plume underneath, we also see it along the wall here of the caldera. So pretty cool. And of course the thermal image, we'll get that loaded, and there it is. A fresh thermal image. It looks kind of foggy there because of the I guess rain or whatever is going on. So definitely some spots yet. Sandy beach in the foreground. Oh, okay. Oh, sneezed. Sorry. That came on suddenly. Anyway, yeah, actually, Sandy Beach, and there's a Sandy Beach over in on Oahu. I have video. I know it's there. And that's actually what it's called, Sandy Beach. A real original name, I guess, with sand and everything. It's pretty awesome. Okay, so yeah, that's about all I've got for today, you guys, and we'll throw it back on the canned lava here, and we'll basically wrap things up for today, and say a thank you to everyone for being here. You guys are all awesome, and love to have our lava family intact and doing its thing. And hopefully we will see another eruption somewhere taking place. It would really, really be cool to see. And Sue, you're welcome, and thank you for being here. So yeah, for all those good people that are always anticipating, we're waiting for Hawaii to pop. We wouldn't mind seeing a few other ones pop as well. Etna again would be really cool, and so would Stromboli or one of those guys. So Linda Schoof just saying hi and bye, and visiting my daughter. Good night, Dr. Fox. And Linda, no worries, and thanks for popping in, saying hi and bye. And remember, tomorrow we will be back. Tomorrow is Saturday. So if Bob, if you can drop that VolcanoX thing so people can see the time. So for tomorrow, we'll definitely be on at 2 p.m. Mountain, 4 p.m. Eastern. And that'll work for you guys. And of course, like I said, on Monday there will definitely not be a stream. So tomorrow is a Saturday, and then a Sunday for sure stream, and Monday no stream. Tuesday is still up in the air, but likely a stream depending on what time I make it home. There's always those unforeseen things, like tanker trucks getting hit by trains, closing the highway for hours and hours. Like on my trip home from Peace River, that 3-hour detour, and that just 3.5-hour detour wasn't exactly what I had planned, right? Yeah, that was a freak accident. It sure was, Bob. It sure was. Anyway, a big thank you to Piggy for gifting a membership, and to Grandma B for gifting a membership, and also to Piggy for throwing in the a small super chat. And of course, there's another guy on there, Doc. Doc apparently gifted a 5 membership pack. And he did another one earlier as well in the other stream. So trying to keep that number up there, otherwise we're going to start losing emojis. And I don't want that to happen. I figure by getting 10 back on there today, and Piggy did one, and Grandma B, that's 12. We've got a dozen more there. Hopefully that'll bring it back up to about the 200 mark. Anyway, for all the good people here, thanks. I do appreciate those ones that are here as members and non-members alike, and it really is awesome to have all of you here. A big thank you to our moderators, Arizona Snowman, and Piggy, and Sue, and C&D Boy, and Siggy, and Yvonne Kunkel, and Gary 24/7 Live, AZ Skies, as well as Lucas Snow, Joseph Fields, Texas, and Mona Lisa Smiles. Thank you, moderators, for being here. And on those notes, big thank you to Sue for all that you do, getting those reports in. Really, I do appreciate that. And that's it. Time to wrap it up, ladies and gentlemen. So thank you all again for being here, and we'll see you all tomorrow. Take care. Have a very wonderful evening or a night or a morning. Depends on where you are. Or a good day, eh? And on that friendly note, only one thing left to add. Please, please tell your loved ones that you love them tonight, for tomorrow is never promised. I'm your host, DrFox2000, here in Edmonton, Alberta, Canada. We'll see everyone tomorrow. Take care and be good. Oink, oink.